If you're looking to improve your Mach-E's braking performance but you don't want to compromise, then the PowerStop EV35 front brake rotor and pad kit will be just what you're after. Featuring improved stopping power and lots of clever engineering, the EV35 kit will make your Mach-E stop better, faster, and quieter than your factory brakes could ever dream of. It makes this a great setup for a daily driven car that also sees a little bit of spirited driving. Now, before we dive in here, a note on fitment. This is designed to fit 2021 to 2024 Mustang Mach-E's, excluding the GT models. As with any of PowerStop's kits, the key is really in their brake pads. The EV35s borrow the Z26's proprietary carbon fiber ceramic compound, but these are tuned specifically for electric vehicle applications. Now that compound is going to give you lots of good bite and stopping power, both of which are very important for brake components. Now the compound, because of the carbon fiber in it, is also excellent at dissipating heat, which means that you can stop quickly and consistently multiple times in a row without any fear of brake fade. This is also a super low dust formula, so you're not going to be cleaning your wheels all the time either. But the real difference here is actually on the back of the pads. You'll find these green shims on the back that are EV specific, and they are designed specifically to minimize noise. Since there's no internal combustion engine to cover up brake noise on an EV, that is super important. And they feature a strong mechanical attachment to the rest of the pad, as you can see right up here. So for those of you who go long periods of time using only the regen braking function, these aren't going to delaminate and corrode when they haven't been used for a while. That also means that you can go a longer time before having to replace them. Now the rotors here are also unique to this application and are designed specifically with EVs in mind. You get a market-first dual guard finish, which, like the pads, is designed to keep your rotors from getting corroded when they haven't been used much in a while. All of that avoids that stomach drop of hitting the brake pedal and having to wait a couple of seconds for the pads to scrub the corrosion off the rotors before they can actually stop the car. It means you can drive your car without anxiety, and you'll feel better knowing that you can stop your Mach-E safely and quickly no matter what you might encounter. As we've come to expect from PowerStop's kits, everything here is really high quality. Those rotors we were just discussing have the same size and vent count as your factory rotors, but that's about where the similarities stop. The dual guard coating here features a ferritic nitrocarburizing process, and what that does is introduces nitrogen and carbon into the iron here. That hardens the metal and makes it both more stable and more resistant to corrosion and rust. They are then heat treated too, so they end up being much stronger and they stay cleaner than your factory rotors. Plus, they're also perfectly mill balanced for nice, smooth operation. The pads, again, are going to feature that carbon fiber ceramic compound we were talking about earlier, and they are also thermal scorched for a fast break-in process. The chamfered edges and the center slot down here, plus those EV-specific shims, all add up to a quiet, effective set of pads that are going to give you plenty of stopping power with basically no compromise. Now pricing comes in at about $725 for this kit, and it is worth noting again, this is only for the front of the car. Now that price is going to put this kit at the top of the category, but everything you see here is a serious improvement over pretty much anything else out there for the Mach-E. You're paying some extra for those dual-coated rotors, plus the EV-specific pads. Now I always like to say when we're talking about brakes, there are a few places on my own vehicles where I always believe it's worth spending as much as the budget will allow, and brakes are one of those places. This is not a component you want to skimp out on, especially on something heavy and complicated like an EV. So if you've got the room in your budget, highly recommend picking up a set of these because they're not just regular brakes, they're designed specifically for this application and to make your drive a lot better and a lot nicer and a lot safer. Installation gets a 2 out of 3 on our difficulty meter, and the job should take you around 2 hours to complete. Everything here is designed to bolt right onto your car without the need for other modifications, so it is a pretty simple job to accomplish at home with just a few common tools. If you've ever done brakes before, you'll be able to get this done pretty easily, and even if you haven't, well, it's not a terrible setup. These pads just go in with some pins, so it makes it pretty simple to get this done. That's going to wrap it up here for our review of the PowerStop EV35 electric vehicle front brake rotor and pad kit fitting 2021 to 2024 Mustang Mach-E's, excluding the GT models. Thanks so much for watching, and for everything Mustang and everything Mach-E, make sure you keep it right here at AmericanMuscle.com.